Hello, my name is Tobias and I'm from Switzerland. And my question is, how is life in Uganda connected with climate change?
Hello Tobias, this is Derek Jita from Palai School, from 5. Yeah, first of all I'm going to talk about the floods here in Uganda. For example, like yesterday it rained heavily and most of the people had to take boats to go to work and to go to school. So you can see when it rains here, it floods a lot, and as the impact we get mosquitoes and as you know, people fall sick of malaria and they're taken to the hospitals.
Hello, I'm Ilya from Switzerland and I want to know what gives you hope in the issue of climate change.
Karjeraneo from Pearl High School, Senior 2. What gives me hope is that in Uganda the government is encouraging people to plant many trees. So for that case, the poor are going to get the rainfall, yeah, for their farming activity.
I'm Naju Marita from Uganda, and let me answer Iya's question. Like Professor from Kenya, Professor Wangai Maathai, she died while she had planted millions and millions of trees, and that means the climate of Africa will soon change, and it will be like everybody could love to come to Africa.
Hello, I'm Rana, and I wanted to ask, what can I, as a Swiss girl, learn from you when it's coming to climate change?
By names of Muksai Choice, I should encourage you, Rihanna, to plant trees in order to reduce on the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, which causes global warming and leads to excessive heat.
Hi Ryan, I'm Yanan Samaha from Pearl High School, Form 4. I'm going to talk about your question, the one you asked. As a Swiss girl, when it comes to climate, what can you learn about climate? What I can tell you all about climate change, it's all about afforestation, planting of trees, that helps in formation of rainfall. When there's no rain, expect there's too much sunshine and then crops dry up.
My name is Celinda and my question is, how do you imagine life in Switzerland and how do you see it connected with the issue of climate change?
Alps, where there is ice, and when the conditions are hot, it melts, hence this promoting tourism, as in people come to tour those glacier properties, and when they are not there, they won't be coming because the ice will have melted.
My name is Nicole Mora. I'm from Kenya, and I think Switzerland is contributing to climate change, whereby in Switzerland there are so many industries, and as we know, during industrialization there's emission of poisonous gases into the atmosphere. This causes depletion of the ozone layer, and it also leads to the greenhouse effect. As well, industries they emit their influence into, they discharge their effluent into rivers, and that pollutes the water bodies around. And polluted water is not good for the environment. One, it can lead to death of vegetations. It's poisonous to human skin and human health. Just as well, in Switzerland, they use electronics for so many things. So their major source of energy is electricity. And as we know, for us to conserve our environment, we need to conserve energy. So I think the way they use so much electricity and doing so much stuff, it leads to climate change, because to generate that electricity, they use industries, they use resources, and it causes to depletion of resources. It also leads to pollution of the environment.
Hi, I'm Kevin from Switzerland, and my question is, where do you see the consequence of climate change in your daily life, and how are you affected personally? Tell us a story or an example.
Hello, Kevin. This is Eric Ilias, Senior 6. And I'm going to answer your questions as you asked that the why I see the consequence on climate change in my daily life and some effects and how the eye affected and some examples. So in this case, mostly in Uganda, affected by drought due to rapidly cutting of trees or deforestations can cause drought in a certain area that can bring more heat, which can lead to destroy of some of crops and can lead to famine.
Okay, consequences of climate change personally, it has brought hazards and blizzards for the future of infants. Because if the trees are destroyed right now, what will be the future tomorrow for the people who are going to be the future leaders maybe? We are going to destroy a lot of fertilities in Kenya. Maybe, for example, I'd like to look at the Mau forest, which has really affected Kenya. Still dealing with the growing up again of the forest, it's really hard. So I believe that personally, it has brought a lot of changes, like a lot of distractions to the environment. Maybe it looks unpleasant right now as when we look at the Mau forest. And also, we look at the recent years when there those floods in Kenya. It has really brought a lot of poverty in Kenya. The government has even run out of funds to cater for the people who are affected. Hence, it brings a lot of misery in the lives of people. Personally, it has affected me because it was able to carry my neighbor's house, and it was really unpleasant to watch and to see her suffer for what the floods had done to her property.
Hi, my name is Cyril Hagen. I'm from Switzerland, and I have a question for you. Present a person you know from your family, neighborhood, or city who serves as a hot stuff example through her actions she does or project she realizes.
My name is Najwa from Pearl High School. My champion is Wangai Mathai because she encouraged people to plant trees, and she also planted trees in Kenya, which led to formation of clouds and fertility of soils.
Masinjaroge from Kenya. Somebody I know who is dealing with this, my climate is my dad. He makes sure that he plants at least 40 to 45 trees per year and encourages me and my little sister, who is 10 years, to plant trees at least 15 per person. He's been doing this for the last 2 years, and he's been fighting with his brothers because of doing this, because they are themselves, they only cut the trees, but they do not plant others. Yeah. So my father is a hero in planting trees.
My name is Sandra Kituch from Kenya, and my question is that how do you reach or how do you manage to connect the young people who have got inventions so that you can manage or you can apply them in conserving the environment?
Hi, my name is Elias Branch and I'm from Switzerland. So in Switzerland we have organizations who actually take care of creating spaces where young people can meet. This can happen over the internet, or it can happen at events, that they organize events or workshops where people can bring their ideas and try to realize things. For example, My Climate is one of those organizations.
I'm Josephine Wedera from Kenya, and my question is, how do guys in Switzerland communicate with the government on matters concerning the environment, as in through who?
Hello, my name is Lea Ritter. I'm from Switzerland. Well, as it is with every political matter in Switzerland, people can actively participate in the decision-making process. We can influence environmental matters by means of a referendum or a plebiscite. Furthermore, there are environmental organizations that play an important role in the decision-making process. Therefore, every person living in Switzerland can become a member of such an organization and actively participate and shape environmental matters. I consider it a positive fact that the government cannot make the decisions all alone.
I'm Helen, applicable. I've got a very burning question. When we see, let's say in a country there are a lot of girls. Yeah, we do understand that they are all girls, apart from some two gentlemen here. We do those 28 cycles we attend once a year. So let's say those sanitary towels, they use sanitary towels, where do they dispose them?
Well, in public toilets there are special trash cans where women can deposit their sanitary pads. At home, most women just throw them in a regular trash can. However, before throwing them away, we put them in small plastic packs, and I think that is for hygiene reasons. But honestly, I do not really know where this kind of waste ends up. I think it's just brought to regular landfills. But what I know for sure is that we do not throw them in the toilet.